Well, hello cuties and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna look at yet another first take performance, and I am very excited about this one because it is a collab. And you know that I recently reacted to Aimée. I think that I'm finally pronouncing her name correctly. You said that her name is pronounced in French, so Aimée. And this is her collab with Millet, Lilas Ikuta, and it's gonna be produced by Vondi. And it's a song called Omokage. I am still working on Lisa and Uru collab, which is very problematic when it comes to copyright. So I'm trying my best to get that one to you. But finally, I got this one cleared. So I am so excited. Apparently, this composition of the voices is really fascinating. They have a lot of variety in it. So I just cannot wait. Let's get into it. Now, if you're interested in everything singing and music related, then please don't forget to subscribe. At the same time, if you would like to support the channel, then definitely head to my Patreon. It's gonna be linked down in the description and in the pinned comment. And there you're gonna find all my extra reactions. Also, I do up to 6-7 extra reactions on my Patreon monthly. And you choose what I react to. In the pinned comment, you're also gonna find a link to my webpage where you're gonna find all the information about my singing lessons and my voice analysis. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in and you would like to work with me on your voice, then I'm gonna be waiting for you. And now, without any further ado, Millet, Aimée, Lilas Ikuta, and produced by Vondi, Omokage on the first take. Let's go. Oh my god, her voice is gorgeous. Now I see what people meant when they said that they are like 3 different voices, but like they are so like different in flavor that when you mix them together is like an explosion. There are like 3 different spices and I can see how well they can mix. All right, let's start with the first one. I love her tone quality. Oh my god. When I was younger, this is the tone quality that I was dreaming about. This is what I wanted. That very pretty, husky, lower set tone that is just so cool and it can be super attractive. And she's actually using a lot of air in her advantage because she's keeping the tone very clean, but she's adding a little tiny extra air just to kind of bring the huskiness more to the forefront. And even though it was very low set, she still keeps that kind of a tension technique. So there's still this urgency in her voice. I like when Japanese singers do it. It's one of the staples of kind of Japanese style of singing. So it's really pretty. See, there's a lot of air coming through, not too much, so it would be really airy and light. Not to that level. Just a little bit. Still a clean tone, but she really brings out her beautiful qualities and her tone with that air, and that combination with that high, very angelic, bright tone. This is a fun song. Honestly, it's amazing how many layers they were capable of creating with those 3 different voices. The whole chorus is like packed with the sounds. You would have to listen to it a couple of times to really focus on what's everybody doing in there, to really kind of unveil how many different sounds you have there and what is each voice actually doing. It's really beautiful. Probably my most favorite thing is that everybody's getting their time to shine, like everybody's getting their kind of solo, but it's always enhanced with a second voice. So it's not like they're always singing in a throuple. That's probably reserved for the chorus mainly, but every time somebody has their little solo, there is the supporting voice that is not trying to steal their shine, but it's more like kind of enhancing and kind of helping showcasing of that main voice that is there. And the pairings are out of this world. These three voices together have so much potential. Like you can mix and match them however you want to, because you have like two tones or two voices that have a very stark contrast, right? One very low set, slightly husky with a very like grounded quality, and then you have this really bright, very metallic, sweet, gorgeous voice, and then in the middle you have this very strong, very clean tone, slightly nasal and very playful type of very strong voice. You can do so much with those three. I like her a lot too. I'm gonna talk about her. All of them are also doing that slide very beautiful. Very pretty slide. If you're not synced, it can be a little messy, but they are in such a perfect sync. Did you hear that restriction there? Very restricted. I like that about her. She can release and she can do so much with her voice, but she chooses to go a really difficult route with her singing, and that's why it's just so fascinating. She's gonna go and she's gonna play with it and create something that you don't expect there. She's a very unexpected type of singer. That's so hard to do, to always be able to surprise your audience. Now, I've heard a lot of great singers, world-class great singers that are perfect belters, that can do an amazing things with their voice, but they are so predictable. Like, I know exactly when you're gonna go to head voice. I know exactly how you're gonna belt this. I know exactly when you're gonna put your little growl there and like something like, or a little bit of a, you know, whistle note or whatever they are doing that is their signature, so that they're predictable. And that gets boring. I'm not saying that, you know, you don't have your technical abilities, but that can get very boring and very predictable for the listener. She is such a joy to listen to because you never know what's coming. And that is very rare. That is so rare. I'm sorry, I'm gonna replay that so we can get like a chunk. Gorgeous. I like her a lot. She plays with a push and pull kind of in her voice a lot, with tension in her voice. Na 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 na. So pretty. And you have just a little space that she worked with that phrase. Just a tiny little, and she started with a lot of tension. She's pulling a lot of sound to the back right? A lot of backed sound. She's not scared of her voice. Now, a lot of people are sometimes scared of their uglies, which is such a pity because the world-class singers that are very well known were never scared of their uglies. So a lot of people are trying to stay always in a very kind of conventional beauty singing standards, and wherever anybody ventures out of that, I am so excited because it is exciting. It is different. It is a person who's not scared to like really create at different layers with their voice, not just to stay in that very pretty zone, pretty, right? And I feel like that is the part of the art that I recently enjoy the most. People who are really playing with their voice and not scared of whatever it can do. It's so much fun to listen to. It's very creative. I love the song too. It's so catchy. It's funny that when they sang, all the barriers kind of crumbled. You could see the girls like just having fun together, and they linked. And the moment the song stopped, like the little bit of a shyness and awkwardness came back immediately. It's incredible how music can connect you and like this. Well, thank you so much for another great recommendation. I enjoyed it thoroughly because how true to themselves they got to stay during this performance. So everybody was actually singing in their technique, in their way of singing. You can really tell that there are not just differences in their tone qualities, but there are massive differences in their approach to singing and their kind of what they like to highlight in their singing. So whoever arranged that was really mindful of every single singer that is in that place, that is in that performance. Let me just give you the whole chorus one more time because the layers. I actually realized that we have two versions of the chorus. First one where they all sing together, and the second one, I think Millet is having just a little bit of an ad-libs, which again is such a great idea because she has such a grounded tone. Do you see? A little bit of an ad-libs and I know that people told me that this was a very unusual collab, and now I'm sad. Now I'm upset because it means that there's no more stuff from them together, right? And that's so disappointing. But overall, I think you can tell that I really enjoyed this performance. And yeah, I hope there's more. I'm gonna be searching and I'm gonna be hoping. But I hope you enjoyed this video as well. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe right here. Here's the video that YouTube actually recommends for you. And here is rest of my Japanese reactions. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.